Hello everyone, it's Shiose here, and Jump Festa happened. It's been a while since she last made a video. It's just news from Jump Festa has been so exciting that it's kicked Shiose into gear. We have our first ever Banlist in Rush Duel, which is what a lot of people, Shiose included, didn't think would ever happen. After all, in response to meta, they've been printing a lot of anti-meta support in hopes that would be enough. But of course it wasn't. It's time to get into the new ban list. Something to note here is that while all the cards on this ban list are only limited to 1, there is a section for forbidden and semi-limited cards. Though it's currently empty, it does mean it's something that can be used in the future. Our first ever Rush Duel hits were Necromaid Nana, Thunderbolt the Lightning Fire Deity, and Secret Order. As for what Shiose thinks about these hits, well, it's complicated. And also, it's very, very late. Thunderbolt was a problem 2 months ago that needed action around 5 months ago, when it took over 75% of the top cut for both the Galaxy Cup and the Korean Championships. It was the second deck in the history of Rush to cause a Tier 0 format, Tier 0 being defined as any deck that takes 60% or more of tournament or local cuts. The limit 1 to consistency would have been good back then, but Thunderbolt has actually fallen out of Tier 0, and even Tier 1 since then. The problem with Thunderbolt was that it was way faster than any other Rush deck at the time. Combined with the D loop, it could consistently swarm the board with level 7 monsters that had powerful effects. But then, the Overrush pack came out in November. Introduced in this pack were the X-Cuties, a playstyle of level 6 monsters that punish both you and your opponent for playing level 7 or 8 monsters, which was basically every other deck in the format. No matter if you played Thunderbolt, Lightning Beams, Spellcasters, Dragons, what have you, X-Cuties were here to dominate the meta, immediately shooting up to Tier 1 within the week after the pack released, and pushing all other decks to Tier 2. At best. It's too late now. Now, Shiose can see a Thunderbolt Limit 1 as potential future-proofing, since the card can really come back at any time after the Executies finish their reign, and still be good since it is so generic. But that doesn't seem like the intention when you look at one of the other cards on the ban list. Secret Order. Oh, Secret Order. Shiose is so sorry for what they did to you. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, before Executee, Secret Order decks were only scraping Tier 2. Tier 1 decks like Thunderbolt and Light Machines, which, while they can use Secret Order, function entirely without it, were still dominating. Secret Order gave other decks the chance to be competitive and rogue. In fact, you could even say that in order to be rogue in the past format, your deck had to be capable of using Secret Order. Of course, with an exception. Spellcasters. With the Executee reign and how fast they can stop you after tributing level 7 or 8 monsters, Pressure Order, a variant of Secret Order with dragons, which could wipe the entire board and special summon, was probably one of the only decks that could consistently keep up with them. Without Secret Order, well, it's going to be a little bit more rough. The last time Secret Order was meta was back when it first came out in May and June of this year. It occupied maybe 3 slots in top 16 of the Galaxy Cup. Hashtag Secret Order did nothing wrong, okay? And finally, the only limit 1 that makes sense on this list is Necromaid Nana. For people who have only been peripherally keeping up with Rush, you may be wondering what Nana did to deserve a limit 1 alongside titans like Thunderbolt and Secret Order. Let's just show you. Necromaid Nana was an integral part of what is called the Potter Loop FTK, utilizing Progress Potter's ability to continuously recycle, Nana's ability to continuously draw, and any burn effect that could mill or tribute the monsters you recycled, such as Jointech Raptor, Nightbringer Dragon, and Cannon Soldier, to slowly burn your opponent to death. very slowly. Limiting Nana to 1 will severely limit Potter Loop's consistency, because part of what was so good about it was just how consistent Nana and Potter made the whole loop. With her going down to 1, she'll be a little less of a menace, as any interaction with the loop now has a higher percentage chance of failing if they can't draw into Nana. All in all, the ban list, well appreciated. Really is a couple months late with really terrible hits that only serve to make X-Cuties more meta in the long run, and make no mistake, they will be here to stay for a while. The only thing that makes sense being here is Necromaid Nana, for her interactions with other cards. That's really about it. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like and subscribe. Shiose streams consistently on YouTube for Master Duel Mondays and Rush Thursdays. See you guys in 3 months when they finally address X-Cuties, only for something else to become a problem. Bye bye!